Welcome back to Montgomery County's Engage at Home, brought to you by the county's Caregiver Support Program. I'm Lylie Fisher, and we are looking at how you can stay informed, get trusted information, and most importantly, not to get bogged down by too many of the worries and concerns associated with COVID-19. So, a good way to do that is to limit your sources for information. Accordingly, I suggest you limit the amount of television you're watching, particularly any news that is just repeating distressful and not particularly very productive information. But it is important to stay informed, to get direction, and to understand what you should and maybe should not be doing. So how to do that? In an earlier episode, I introduced you to Montgomery County Government's website and specifically its response to COVID-19. In this episode, we will look at Maryland State's website, where it is once again a place for direct, simple and trusted information that will help you as a county resident understand what is happening, but not get bogged down by all of the statistics and details that in reality are not going to be helpful. So let's have a look at the website. So here's the website. It's pretty straightforward. As always, you are going to look at the website address, and I'm going to put a link to that on Engage at Home so you can have a direct connection to it. Always remember that if you're wanting up-to-date information, you are going to want to go to a government website. In an earlier program, we looked at Montgomery County Government's website. Today, we're looking at Maryland State's official website and the administration's response to COVID-19. A good thing to remember is at the end of the web address, it will always have .gov. So here we are. This is the Maryland State's official website associated with COVID-19. It features all of the updates from the Governor, Larry Hogan. It also allows, if anyone is deaf or hard of hearing, to get more information. And from the newsroom, you will be getting official information that has been broadcast from the Governor's office. Many of us have seen this kind of public health announcement, and it's always a good reminder. What is social distancing? What are the facts about COVID-19? What are safe hygiene standards of frequent hand washing, not touching the face? What to do if you are feeling unwell? Self-isolation. Very simple, easy to remember facts. So let's have a little look at some of the features of the website. Information about COVID-19. So here we are actually in the more factual part of COVID-19, and it's telling us more about its background, what is social distancing, frequently asked questions and resources. Sadly, it also is giving you the statistics of incidents of COVID-19 in Maryland. Below that, it also includes how you as a Maryland resident can ensure that you are getting support. Support could include food through either the food bank or Meals on Wheels. It could include assistance with medical or health and wellness through the Red Cross, but it also is looking at how Maryland State is responding as an organisation, how it is rallying the troops to ensure that local residents are being cared for. More facts and figures about what are the impacts on local businesses, etc. So we'll just go back to the main web page. We'll scroll down a little further and we'll just revisit here. Click here for emergency orders and legal guidance. There are many decisions being made by various governors and local leaders throughout our region, America, and around the world. And it's very easy, if you are watching a lot of television news or listening to it, to become confused about what actually is happening in our area. So this is specifically related to what has been made as a proclamation in Maryland and what are the current orders that are in effect associated with COVID-19. It has the date, and then you can click on each one to understand what that means. And then, most importantly, it's got information about how to access these resources through various community levels, and also what is no longer in effect. Sometimes it's very easy to be focused on the drama and not actually how things are evolving and changing. So let's go back to the main web page and just remind ourselves that as a Maryland resident, the decisions that the Maryland government take are going to impact your lives and the lives of every other resident in Maryland, and most specifically in Montgomery County. Take the time to ensure that if you want up-to-date information, get it from a government source. Maryland State is a trusted government source. So I want to thank you all again for being with us today. We are trying not to focus on too much of repeating information that everyone is hearing out in the community, but I wanted to pay more attention to how we could ensure that our caregivers and our residents receive accurate information. Just to remind everyone that if you need caregiver support, information, or local resources, please do contact the county's Aging and Disability Services on 240-777-3000. I thank you once again. I wish you well, and please keep calm.